My name is Kerri and I'm a mom in Connecticut, and I want to tell you a story about our family. I want to be clear that we have always been pro-vaccination, but after our youngest child, Rory, needlessly got chickenpox, we've decided to speak out against this issue. I want to start by showing you a picture of all three of our kids. We have Mac, the big brother, Laurel, the big sister, and Rory, the baby. We're blessed that they're very healthy and happy, and we're on a mission to keep them and other kids healthy as well. I also want to show you a picture of Rory on his first birthday. So this is Rory on October 26, 2019, enjoying his big giant pumpkin smash cake that his grandmother made him. You can see that he's healthy, he's happy, he's chubby, he's living his best life here, and it was a great day and a great memory. A few weeks later, on November 12th, 2019, I took Roy to the pediatrician for a fairly standard office visit. He needed an ear check. And when Dr. O'Neill was all done looking him over, I asked her to look at some spots on his leg. And it turned out that Rory had chickenpox. Dr. O'Neill also had this confirmed with her colleague, Dr. Corcoran, because in 2020 or 2019 at the time, you don't see a lot of chickenpox. And so this wasn't something she'd diagnosed in a really long time, thanks to vaccines. But unfortunately, we obviously got caught somewhere in a non-vaccinated space, and Rory got chickenpox. The next few days were really hard because over those few days, lesion after lesion after lesion appeared on Rory's tiny little body. By the end of it, he had well over 400 lesions on his body. Each one was painful, sore, itchy. He was usually inconsolable. This is one picture where he's just kind of hanging out. You can see he's sad, but he wasn't inconsolable. And each of those lesions was an invitation for bacteria to enter his body and put him at risk of secondary infection. So we had to be very careful with him over those 2 weeks because, of course, he's a baby. And while he has a good immune system, it's still developing and he's young. His legs, of course, which you can't see in that picture, but I want to show you, his legs were by far the worst. The back of his thighs were just covered in lesions, making it difficult for him to sit or relax or to sleep because of just the sheer number of lesions that were on his legs. In addition to just being helpless as a mom and watching your child suffer for no reason, those weeks were really hard. We were worried about if we had infected anyone else. Roy's at daycare, and he did pass the virus on to other kids in his daycare. He was contagious before he was symptomatic, and so other kids in his daycare who were also too young for the vaccine got sick. And we were just worried about anyone else that we had unknowingly transmitted this to. And it was just really hard to do that and to watch that and to explain it to our other children who loved their brother and just wanted to dote on him and hug him. And so one of those sort of proud moments that stands out in all of that was a conversation I had with Mac, the big brother. And Mac said, he asked me, he said, "Mama, why did Rory get chickenpox but I didn't?" And I said, "Well, Mackie, it's because you've had your superhero serum. And so that protected you." We call superhero serum vaccines, or vaccine superhero serum. And he then said to me, he said, "Well, Mama, why didn't you give Rory his superhero serum?" And I said, "Well, Mackie, it's because Rory's still too young for his superhero serum. And so we have to take superhero serum to protect Rory." And Mac thought about that for a couple of seconds, and then with a lot of resolve and a lot of wisdom and a lot of kindness, he said, "Well, you know what, Mama? I am always going to take my superhero serum, even if it hurts, to protect the baby." And I was just so proud that he wanted to protect babies and other people, and he understood that that was part of his social responsibility to not just himself, but to everyone around us. And vaccines need maximum protection in order to work. And so my plea is that you would encourage anyone who's on the fence about vaccines to take them, to understand that they are safe, and that they're a moral obligation to our community. And like I said, we've always been a pro-vax to the Max family, but now we're speaking out. So please take your vaccines, and please encourage your legislators to pass any kind of legislation that makes vaccines more accessible and makes them mandatory. Thank you.